What's up guys, my name is Brock, you're watching The Modest Man, and today we're talking about 5 great pieces of outerwear for spring and summer. It can be a bit tricky to figure out what kind of jackets to wear during spring and summer because it can be warm during the day, a little bit cool at night, and then rainy kind of unpredictably. Over the years, I found myself wearing these 5 pieces more than anything else during spring and summer. So the perfect spring jacket is lightweight. It can be worn as its own layer because you're probably not going to want to layer up when it's that warm outside. It has a little bit of wind resistance and ideally a little bit of water resistance too. So knowing that, let's look at the pieces. Number 1 is the nylon Windbreaker. Now this is super lightweight. It's going to be the lightest jacket that you own. You're not going to wear it with layers, just as its own layer, and it just provides a little bit of warmth, just a tiny bit, a little bit of protection against the wind and the rain. You know, if you grew up in the 90s like I did, when you think about Windbreaker, you think of like those brightly colored like Nike and Umbro pullovers. You know, I'd recommend going with something a little more subdued like this one from J. Crew. This green color goes with everything, and it's, you know, it's got a little bit of retro flair, but it's pretty versatile, pretty modern, and super lightweight. It's got a hood built in, which I really never use. You can zip it up, but again, I never really do that. It's very cuffable and just like really crunchy. I bring it for travel. It's like perfect for like airplanes because it's packable, but you know, if you get cold on a plane, you can throw this on. And it's just a great spring summer jacket. The other great thing about the nylon Windbreaker is, unlike most of these jackets, you can wear this with shorts. It's so lightweight and it's a short jacket, so it actually looks fine with shorts. All right, next up we have the Harrington. Now the Harrington is very similar to the bomber jacket, and these days the terms are used kind of interchangeably. A lot of brands are just doing like their modern take on the Harrington, which is basically just a simple bomber jacket. But a classic Harrington is going to have these reverse flap pockets. It's going to have some sort of pattern lining like plaid, a button collar here, and then ideally it's going to have this double zipper in the front. If you'd like, you can zip it up and then loosen it at the hip for a better fit. This is the Peter Manning Harrington. You'll notice that a lot of my jackets are from Peter Manning because they make shorter sizes and I'm a shorter guy, but you can find a Harrington jacket from a bunch of different brands. If you like the kind of classic timeless look, I recommend going with the Harrington. If you want something a little more modern and contemporary, maybe just go with like a cotton bomber that doesn't have all these details. Either way, this jacket is heavier than your nylon Windbreaker. It's going to provide a little bit more warmth, but it's still not meant to be worn with layers, and it's still perfect for spring and even cool summer nights. Next up, we have the field jacket. Now this is the heaviest jacket in my spring-summer rotation. It's made from, you know, heavyweight, durable cotton material. It's got flat pockets on the front, a chest pocket, double button cuffs for adjustability, and a drawstring. Again, this one's from Peter Manning, but you can find field jackets anywhere. They're gonna vary with their details and stuff, but no matter what brand you go with, make sure it fits. You know, it doesn't have to be super tight or anything. It's a field jacket, so it's okay if it's kind of drapey. And then make sure the sleeve length is right. I think olive is like the classic field jacket color, but navy is also a good choice. Tan or brown is also a good choice. The cool thing about field jackets is you can wear them with layers, like a vest or a sweater, but you can also just wear them over a t-shirt. You know, they're fine on their own with jeans, chinos. Probably wouldn't wear them with shorts, but otherwise, very versatile jacket. So next up, we've got the raincoat. Now, I'm not gonna say a raincoat is essential, but I am surprised at how much wear I get out of this one. So this is the Peter Manning raincoat in tan. Tan is kind of like a classic raincoat color, but you could also go with navy if you wanted something a little safer, maybe a little easier to pull off. A great raincoat is gonna be lightweight, water resistant, obviously, and the best raincoats have a zip out lining. So if you zip this out, it becomes almost like a shell, like the Windbreaker, and it doesn't provide much warmth. So you can actually wear it during summer. The other cool thing about the raincoat is, unlike some of these jackets, you can dress it up. You can wear it with a suit and tie. It's gonna look great, kind of like a top coat that way. But you can also dress it down. You know, you can wear this with joggers and a sweatshirt and sneakers, and it's also gonna look good. A surprisingly versatile jacket, and if you live somewhere that does get a lot of rain, I recommend picking up a raincoat. All right, last but certainly not least, it's not really a jacket, but I wear it all the time. It's the lightweight quilted vest. Now this one is from J. Crew Factory. It's the factory walker vest. I did a full review on this over on themodestman.com, which I will link to down below in the description. This can be found for less than $30 when it's on sale. I recommend signing up for my email newsletter. Again, I'll link to that because I send out every week or every 2 weeks a list of hand-picked deals, and this vest often finds its way onto that list. So if you want to grab this for less than 30 bucks, be sure to sign up for my mailing list. I didn't know I was a vest person until I got a vest. I wear this all the time. It's not the highest quality garment in the world. As you can see, the zipper has started to come off. If you want a higher quality version of this, I recommend checking out the Peter Manning flat iron vest. Either way, get a lightweight vest and just see if you like it. You can wear it on its own with a t-shirt or a Henley or over like a button-up shirt. Or the great thing about a vest is its layering potential. The lightweight vest is the perfect middle layer, especially under like a field jacket or a leather jacket. Oh man, it just provides a little bit extra warmth. You know, sometimes these jackets, you know, if you wear them in like late fall, they don't provide enough warmth, but if you throw a vest on underneath, perfect. And also layering just looks so stylish. It's like the easiest way to look stylish without that much effort. So if you don't think you're a vest guy, you never know. Just pick one up, and you can't go wrong with these little J. Crew vests because they're so cheap. And if you like it, you can replace it with a higher quality version later on. All right guys, that wraps up today's video about spring outerwear. I'd love to hear from you. What is your #1 favorite jacket for spring or summer? Let me know down in the comments. Thank you as always for watching, and until next time, stay stylish.